Hello guys, welcome to TWIMCast episode 32, recorded on June 9th, 2012. I'm Linux4Life, and I'll be your host tonight. As everybody is aware from last episode, Brad had some family stuff to attend to for the next 2 weeks, so we're kind of in charge of everything at this point.
Kinda.
As usual with me today is JMinMan.
Hello, children.
And as you can see, sitting on my block of TNT is Craig7788.
Hey everybody.
And our special guest today is Sir Viper4580 from the Limp podcast.
With extra emphasis on the special.
He rode a short bus in from the Limp.
And working the booth is Oreo Laser.
Hello, guys.
Alright. How's everybody been doing this week? Jimmy? Yeah.
You
can skip this the end of the week.
Yeah.
How was the beginning of your week?
Fine. I graduated on Thursday-ish. But, yeah, and then after that, so, pretty much crappy.
Welcome to the real world, I guess, eh? Craig, how's your week been?
All is pretty good.
Excellent. Scott, your week?
Pretty crazy. Between recording sessions for my current band, and then I did a grunge 90s cover band last night. My voice is like shot, so if I sound a little nasally, I apologize.
I saw that Twitter come across that you recorded last night. That was cool. Oreo, how's your week been?
Doing great. Just lost a game today. No big whoop.
Wasn't that the championship game?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, doesn't matter.
That's alright. Alright, guys, moving on to server news. Server's been running good this week. The only problem arrived today was I shut down the adventure maps for now. It was, people were going in and out, and it was just slagging the server like crazy, so I disabled that for my guys. Dynmap will be completed by next Saturday. I was hoping to have it done by this Saturday, but unfortunately with some things coming up with work and such, I was unable to get that completed. Other than that, server's, been running good. The host also generated the RAM disk. So, Spawn, SM, and Pixelland at this point are on the RAM disk. Once we know it's all running smoothly, all the rest of the maps will be moved to the RAM disk as well. Yeah. So.
You left out the part where somebody accidentally turned off the whitelist today.
Yeah, unsure of that. Still waiting on a response from Brad just to verify why it's off or whatnot. If you've seen people on today during the day and when they were just talking in chat, you'd seen them that says not whitelisted. That's because the whitelist was turned off for whatever reason, so unsure why. Technically, there's only 2 people that have access, and I didn't turn it off, so not sure what happened.
That sounds like it could have been a colossal disaster.
Yeah,
can you say AVO?
We had some interesting briefing in Pixelland that happened this morning.
Oh,
Holly took care of it quickly.
Alright, that's enough of that. So, Jamin, why don't we welcome the new guest to the server?
Oh, we had quite a few. We had Osman2353. He is a previous member on the server. I have no idea where he went for the past 2 or 3, 4 months, but he just requested to whitelist again, so we added him.
Awesome.
Then we had mightyboosk. Then we had TCP035. Then Mr. Lamb 7. Book King 55. Samfin. Blissandignorant. Nexris. Dennis the Menace 1.
Love it. Love it.
Super Hitman 67. Ikester 117. XX1337 Ponage XX. Then we had a special member.
Sounds interesting.
We had a special member who actually made an account to honor us. TWIMFan. Then we had One Joe Zero Joker.
Who was banned today by Plasma.
Awesome. Sweet.
New and gone.
Hello, goodbye. Then we had a personal friend of mine from my hometown, CjOlsen. Then we had T4.
Hold on. CjOlsen gets on yesterday and goes, "What am I doing?"
Yeah, he just bought Minecraft like literally 25 seconds after he logged on to Twim.
And then like a half hour later, JMin's like, "I didn't know there was so much in Minecraft. How to teach people." Continue.
Then there's T419, Anders 1319, and Gunkrab. Cool name, Gunkrab.
Nice. All right. As you guys know, this would normally be video updates with Brad, but this is going to be video updates with Linux. And somebody's using a vacuum cleaner or something. As some of you guys seen, myself and JMinMan have been doing an ant farm adventure.
Awesome.
And it's been going pretty good. Numbers have been pretty good on it.
I love the intro to that, by the way. It was like uber epic. I've never been so excited about an ant farm in my entire life.
Yeah. Wish the numbers on YouTube would catch up with the numbers on Blip TV, but hey, you know, it is what it is. People have been asking me what the release schedule for that's looking like, and I have it figured out that Tuesdays and Thursdays there'll be an episode released on YouTube, and on Wednesdays and Fridays it'll be released on iTunes and Blip TV. And I just released today the Minecraft news video, which is 12W23B. There was an A, but there was some kind of bug in A that was not allowing it to play or something like that. So,
Well, here I could shine some light on that. Basically, there was a null error that kept repeating on generated worlds, so it kept crashing it.
oh yep, that would do that. That would not be good playtime.
No, that definitely would.
And it looked like the bug was only in survival mode, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. That's what I think I saw, but I just glanced by that real quick. So, why don't we head into the iTunes and YouTube's review?
Awesome. This is my part again. Okay.
Well, Craig can say some of them if he wants to.
No, mine.
Okay.
What about me?
I guess not.
For iTunes, we had 5 stars by Bob Jr. the Second. Yeah. June 8th, 2012. Wow, you guys are awesome! 5 stars. T419, and he's a new guy. TopNotch. 5 stars by Greg Ackerman. June 5th, 2012. Awesome podcast. One of the better ones out there. My Turtle by FNC Noah. June 5th, 2012. And he made a turtle with commas and lines and stuff and zeros. This turtle is mine. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Awesome. 5 stars by Sheenus666. June 6th, 2012. I almost said 1912. So awesome. I've watched since day one. You guys are the best. Keep it up. Love it. 5 stars by Magic Dove 1. June 6, 2012. This is the best podcast on earth. Keep it up. Ant Farm, 5 stars by Mindmaker. June 6th, 2012. When will the next video come out? Yeah.
We just discussed that.
Yes. See previous video. Ant Farm, 5 stars by Mindmaker. June 7th, 2012. I love this map. And if you can add me to the game center as newbie117 exactly as typed, then I can give you hints on what to expect.
We're about
Okay.
halfway done already, so that's not going to help.
Yes, and we've messed up very many times and died. Love this show. 5 stars by June 7th, 2012. It's the best show. It entertains me on long car rides and crap like that. Oh. For YouTube, TWIMCast episode 31. Chickens! Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. A lot of them. By Bosscraft. 2 days ago. Oh my god, your head. Foxmark. Our very own Foxmark. 2 days ago. Yeah, I'm this one. By Psycho Dog 123.
What? I guess his avatar was in that one, or
Yes.
maybe he was sitting in the seat. I don't know.
This sounds less like reviews and more like personal ads.
That's what I was thinking.
Let's go to the quick announcements. I'm going to miss you by Burkwild. I'm going to miss you, Brad, by Plasma. I'll miss you, my even with wonderment favorite podcast. Mining Life Programmers. Third, why can't you just post it before you leave? Mining Life Programmers. How's this gonna work? Nick Menke. Twim without Brad? No! By Husky54.
I'm not sure. I'm not so sure what to say to some of those reviews. I'm sitting in the hot seat here, and I feel like people didn't trust us.
They have no faith in you, Linux. No faith. Apparently, they did not listen to that one episode of Limp where you were a little woohoo. Let me tell you, Linux can host a show. I'm not sure he could stay on topic, but he can host a show.
I can totally derail a show. That's for sure. Continue, JMin.
Ant Farm, Episode 2. Can I come to your server? Pennies. I thought that said something else. Pennies 15.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna say that. Why am I banned? Oh, and first comment, Doman Rules 112.
Read the forums.
Yeah, forums. And look at Oreo, he probably did it. Twice. Minecraft news with Linux. It's your turn, Linux.
Alright, guys. If you're in the doc, there's a YouTube link right there. You guys can click that if you want to watch the video. Hello everybody, welcome. This is Linux4Life, and this week we are taking a quick look at Snapshot 12 W23B. So this week they've added a few things. Let's see, just show you some quick things here. Nothing really big, but we have ender portals now, or the frame blocks. So let's try to make one here. Some people are having success with this, some people are not. Haven't really had the chance to look at it yet, just to find out why. Ender. I need some ender eyes. Doink, 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 doink. Doink, 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 doink. Oh, there we go, so it works. So now you can move your ender portal. If you have creative, you can put it anywhere you'd like. Good for custom maps, I guess, you know. Be able to use the end as... Oh, here we go. I guess we're going in. We are going in. And... Whoa. Spawned in a weird spot. This is down. So we're going to kill ourselves to go back. Dead. Respawn. Alright, let's go back to where we were. I don't remember where it was. Over this way. They've also
now when you break your blocks in multiplayer maps, you the other players can actually see it. So that's a good thing. I don't know why I took 2. It doesn't really need to. So let's see, web. We need some web. Oh no, string. Genius. Let's take some string. So now, probably should have grabbed the block too, but that's alright. Grab a sand block. Now you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You get the idea. You can go up to 40 blocks out now on these tripwires, so you can kind of make them really invisible, kind of, almost. Still got this little dotted line, so you can still see it. So as normal, players trip it. Let's put a piece of what is it? Yeah, lantern. Can't think here today. So as normal, humans. Now objects can trigger them. So then you gotta pick it up. So that's that. Let's take some arrows here. Bow. Jesus, can't even spell today. Bow's now triggered. Now, obviously, because I'm in creative, I can't pick up that arrow, but in survival I could. So let's just do game mode. 0 linux4life's. So now I pick up my arrow. But maybe not. Maybe I lied. Alright. Maybe if I shoot it. I know you can pick them up off the ground. Yeah, see. Alright, so that's that. Mobs and other creatures now as well can also trigger it. So let's just show you that real quick. Get some. Have a villager take a walk. Should walk that way. Come on. Come on. Maybe not. You're dumb. You are a very dumb villager. I just want you to walk. You're gonna walk the. Yeah, that's nice. So see, as you can see, walks over the pressure plate, activates it. So that's cool. Boats. Boats now go faster, they say. So let's give that a shot, see what it looks like. Shall we? If I can place. Jeez, there was some delay. Whoops. So yeah, they go a little faster. Trying to get out of this part of the map here. Just take a quick stroll. We're gonna hit a chunk error. Can't wait till it's optimized. Let's see. Wooden pressure plates now as well. When you shoot an arrow on them. Hello. So there it goes. I got a lot of stuff running in the background, so it might be lagging that a little bit, the single player a little bit. So that works. Like, register that. Let's see if there's anything. Take a quick run. Use 3 times less. Mining now gives you mining ores gives you 3 times less experience orbs now. They fixed that. They've also made the enchantment levels exponential again, and so now it now takes 825 experience to reach level 30. The first 16 levels are linear, while the 17 plus require more points per level to get you to the max level 30. So your first 16 levels will be always the same, after that, then it kind of increases by each round after that. And I think that's it, guys. It was kind of a smaller week. They've added, you don't have to have your texture pack in a zip file anymore to recognize as a texture pack. It'll pull the texture pack image out of the folder as well. Other than that, guys, that's about it. So, until next time, maybe we'll be seeing 1.3 here real soon. As you know, the updates have really slowed down the last couple weeks. The bug fixes have kind of ramped up, so maybe next week or the week after we see 1.3. We'll have to find out, guys. Alright, see you next time. Bye. Let's just give you a quick... Let's talk about one of the topics here. What about the... anybody see the Ender Portal frames? In creative mode now?
No. Nope. Wait, you can just go in creative mode and make one whenever you want?
Yep.
Sweet.
Oh.
Now the funny thing is, I'm watching a lot of these YouTube Minecraft news videos for this week. About 90% of them can't make the portal work. Now, the Ender eyes all have to be facing the middle. And you can make the frame so the Ender eyes are facing the sides. Yeah, it doesn't work. But they sit there scratching their head like, what's going on, guys? I do it in the first shot, but that's because I make sure I do my research prior to a video. Oh, except for last week's news video where I tried making the fireworks of villagers. That was a total epic failure. From what it looks like, I think I put the redstone repeater in the wrong direction. So it never went off.
Nice.
I'm like, whoops, that was dumb.
Sometimes fails can be a win, depending on how you present them.
Yes.
Amen, sister.
Preach it, girlfriend.
Wooden, as I demonstrated in the video, wooden pressure plates now detect the arrows. So that's good for some adventure map stuff.
Awesome.
Well, not only... Oh, sorry. I was only going to say that not only is it great for adventure maps, but you can really design some awesome redstone contraptions with something like that.
You could make a Lube Goldberg machine. I think that's what it's called. Where like you shoot an arrow and then a bunch of redstone contraptions work and do stuff. That'd be cool.
Now here's another. This is probably the biggest update of the week, and in my books, anyways. They improved the tripwire. You can now expand the tripwire up to 40 blocks in length.
Wow.
Holy crap!
Wow.
And now all entities, and including arrows, and if I have, say, something in my hand like I demonstrated in the video, and you toss it out, it trips it.
Wait a minute. So, in the video, it was invisible wire from the two hooks. Is that?
It's not invisible, but you can. If you watch the video, you'll see it. You can see the dotted line in the middle of the blocks, but it's very thin. And if you're just just kind of playing, you'll easily miss that. If you're just
especially
walking
in a jungle with everything going on in there, you're not gonna be able to see it.
No.
Wow, that's gonna be scary. I can just see stuff on the PvP server. People are gonna make random traps for me to fall in and die.
Payback.
Yeah, there's just so many griefing possibilities with tripwire.
Yeah. Oh, I just accidentally blew up my own house. Thanks, somebody.
Crap.
Single-player worlds are backwards compatible now. It's about time, I would say.
What does that mean? English, please?
Means if you test one of these snapshots out, and say you like that world, you can play it, and when you downgrade back to your regular client or whatever.
What if you put crap that you like? What if you put items in there from that thingy? Won't it crash it?
It
would probably just remove it. I think that's the only thing that it logically could do, because I mean, I'm really interested to see how exactly that's going to work, especially with seed generations.
Yeah, I haven't tried it. It ought to be interesting, like you say. The only other thing is, if it doesn't remove it, it's going to be an invisible block in your inventory or whatever. You won't notice it. But other than that, mainly bug fixes. My prediction, kind of in the video there at the end, I kind of predicting that 1.3. I see that coming out either next week or the week after. To be honest, what's your take, JMinMan?
I don't know. It seems like they're doing. It seems like they're getting a lot more updates, so I think it's going to be a little bit later because they're probably going to add in a few more things that they forgot.
Yep. Craig?
I'd have to agree with Justin. I could see it coming later than sooner.
Okay. Sir Viper?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, just because of the fact that they're trying to push it to where it's a server backend, and there's just still too many bugs to really rush that out. So they should hold off a little bit on that.
And this is a huge update.
So here's where I agree with you guys on this, but Mojang's history, on the other hand, doesn't agree with this philosophy of waiting.
Yeah. They've
added, X amount, and at this point, the new mod API, I don't think is coming until at least 1.4 now. The development cycle isn't going as quick as they were hoping, I don't think. I've watched some of the changelogs on that mod API, and it's slow go. But it's because it's being built from scratch. So I don't know about what's going to exactly happen with that, but it ought to be interesting. Mr. Sir Viper, we'll take a minute here and talk about you a little bit.
Oh joy.
Now, typically, you just have yourself and another host. If some people haven't listened to your podcast, a couple hosts and you're on Skype doing this. Versus we're on Mumble. We're sitting here in a studio on Minecraft, and you got Flarg over there, 10, who has a giant mouth. Looks like he's ready to jump out and eat you across the way.
Ooh. That sounds adventurous.
So yeah, just fill some people in on what you've been up to and the unfortunate of what's coming.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys have actually had a chance to check out Lethal Injection, because it is kind of an explicit podcast. Shh. But it's been a podcast that we've done for about a year now, and it's been a lot of fun. We've done some interesting things over our year span. Some kind of like, dirty little secrets. Others, we had some fun stuff like Know Your Minecraft, which is something that I know that you're trying to bring over here, which I'm really going to love when you guys do that. And starting, well, actually, I guess it really shouldn't use starting, but on June, I can't remember, it's 15th or 16th. I'm sorry, 16th. Thank you. I'm failing at my own freaking show. How do you guys like that, huh? Basically, we are closing down shop. We're going to keep our server going, thankfully, thanks to an awesome gesture by Redstone. But we've decided that after a year, there's just been so much going on behind the scenes that has really kind of made it impossible to keep the show going. So we're closing up shop, and you know what? We've had a blast. We've met a lot of great people. Twim being those people. If it wasn't for Limp, I would have never have met you guys. So I'm really happy that ultimately, we got a chance to do these shows, and everything that has culminated from that show. I could not be happier with the result. So one of the big reasons why, though, that we've had to close the show is, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a part of 2 musical projects, and summertime is when a lot of venues are really booking. So it's extremely hard for me to keep consistent with practices and try to, spend about 20 hours a week setting up Lethal Injection by myself. So, I mean, it's one of those things where it's just, I had to choose either my music or the podcast, and the music unfortunately trumps it, so.
Yep. Yeah.
I've been listening to it since probably episode about 25. So I've been in there for the long haul. And
you know what's funny? Speaking of that, it was like personally, I felt like around episode 10 is where the show really got good. Yep. But the funniest aspect of it is that, like, when people check out the show, they always go off the first episode. And I'm like, no, the first episode sucked. It's terrible.
If I've learned anything from, I've been guest host on Limp. I co-host on Late Night Steamer. Yep. I co-host here on TWIMCast now. If anything I've learned from all these experience, don't judge. Same thing. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a podcast by its first couple episodes. Give it anywhere from 5 to 10 episodes. Because a lot of this is new for a lot of these people, and you're not standing at a stage in front of people, but in the back of your head, you got to broadcast it to people, and not a lot of people can get that right off the bat. So you got to kind of give people time and just let them get ironed out, and then give them proper feedback. Also, the only thing I see on iTunes for negative feedback usually is horrendous negative feedback, like this is blah blah blah.
Oh, it's garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hurting my ears.
Yeah, and that's not constructive feedback. If all these for the most part, most of these shows are done on our free time.
Mm-hmm.
And
with no budget behind it to make that it works out.
No budget, and but there is cost to these things. It doesn't happen for free, so we all do it for the love of doing it. But without the proper kind of feedback, it doesn't get better. It stays the same, or in some shows I've actually witnessed things get worse. And I've written a couple lengthy emails to a couple shows I've listened to it from the start, and 9 times out of 10 they write back with a response and they're thanking you, because they don't get that kind of feedback usually.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, especially when you put anything on the internet, which is just one big gigantic meme. It really does help a lot when people take the time to tell you, all right, hey, let me explain this to you. This works. This not so much. Probably should work on that a little bit. But no, I totally feel you on that. And honestly, one of the things that has allowed Lethal Injection to survive as long as it has been the community. I mean, we've had a fantastic community. Like one of the guys that you got in your server right now, Bias, he's been a mod of mine for a while, and he's been an awesome mod. I mean, having that guy there helping me out has been amazing, and that's just one example. I mean, we had Zoomer sending in his many interesting memes. We've had guys like Chaos Zoro, guys like these guys are going to listen to the show and hate me, I know it. Just tons of guys that have been so supportive and have really made the show as amazing as it is. And it's the same thing with TWIM. I mean, you guys have a fantastic community. Yeah. And, if it wasn't for this community, I don't know how TWIM could have survived. Like the great fallout between DJ, But ultimately, it's that community that supports you, and that's what continues the podcast, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, when we do live shows, for anybody that doesn't know, we do live shows on our Mumble channel, as well as in our studio on a server. If you watch the video version of it, that Brad usually handles, with him not being here.
Linux gave up on the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, my graphic card crashed, and I guess I can't run 2 instances of Minecraft and record all at the same time, and try to look at show docs.
Messing with you.
But anyways, there'll be some interesting form of video, quote unquote, out there. But as this show's been going, even with the fallout of DJ, who is the original one that started TWIMCast, we still been growing. I mean, the live feed, the live show, we have a Mumble server that caps out at 35 users, and right now during our live feeds we're usually up around 30 users on at a single time. So
and that's awesome.
Yeah,
that really is.
I mean,
And with me saying that, don't be hesitant and say, oh, well, there may not be room for me in the show or whatnot. Join in. If we need to, we'll expand the Mumble server. That's not a problem.
Oh, for sure.
Well, now that I won't be hosting my own Minecraft podcast, I'll definitely be around to check you guys out. So.
Yeah. See? All right, let's move on to what you building, what you playing, what you seeing. Let's start with you, JMinMan.
Well, I've been expanding my base in PvP, and it looks awesome. And it's got a awesome lava river going through the center of it. So it's pretty dangerous and looks very nice at the same time. What I'm playing, I downloaded this app on my phone. It's called the Sandbox.
Yep.
It's actually very, very, very fun. I'm on like day 14 or something. I just got it today, but it's excellent. You guys gotta try it. For what you playing?
No.
iPhone or Android?
Oh, iPhone. Sorry.
Okay. So it was Sandbox.
Yep.
All right, cool. I'll have to check that out. And what you been seeing? I know you haven't done anything but PvP, but what you been seeing there?
Well, I've seen Burke's base and blown it up at least like 4 times. No, I'm just kidding. No, I've seen many people's bases and left them in ruins, but by far, I'd have to say my favorite one I've blown up was Nick Menke's and Brick Tom Tom's when the first day PvP opened. They had the nicest base in the shortest amount of time.
Okay, I see what this is going to turn into. I see what this section's going to turn out to every
Brick
week.
Tom Tom, hey!
Who blew up my house week? All right, Craig, what you been up to?
Not much. I've been PvPing and poning some noobs.
Craig was on the opposite end of that getting raided base issue.
Yeah, today. But we killed the guy before he even raided us and got all the stuff and we moved.
And I found both of his bases and blew them up.
Not our base, but the other guy.
Playing anything else but Minecraft this week?
I've been playing a game called Fallen Earth. It's a very fun game.
He has some different perspectives, doesn't he? All right, we'll get to that in a minute. Scott, what have you been up to this week?
Well, as far as the what's your building aspect of this, I've been working a lot on my LP world. I've been trying to grow grass into an island so I can build a lighthouse near my base.
Yep.
The grass is growing a little slower than I was hoping, so I've had to kind of maintain other things at the time before that can be built. But one of the other things that I worked on, I finally got it finished, was a rail system between my main base and a NPC village. For those who don't watch my LP, I have this gigantic wooden mansion in the middle of an island, and I recently found that there was this NPC village that actually wasn't too far off, so I made a glass tram system that goes all the way from my base underwater to a kind of like a train station by the NPC village, and it came out really nice, and I can't wait to show you guys that on my LP. Outside of that, as far as what else I've been playing, I played Fallen Earth as well, and I think I'll wait until Linux discusses that a little bit before I share my opinions on that, but I've been playing that. I also recently bought some other games on Steam, like Bang Bang Racing, I think it's called,
yep.
And that is surprisingly fun. It really is, so...
All right, what I've been building this week? Not much. Trying to make sure the server doesn't burn down to the ground before Brad gets back.
Sounds about right.
I worked a little bit on dynmap this week. I guess that could be building something. That's building a config file. Just haven't quite finished it with stuff that went on this week. What I've been playing this week, I actually went to work extremely late at night. But I did have some fun with some people this week. I played Fallen Earth. I'm not sure we have the same kind of enthusiasm, Craig, for this game, though. I and Sir Viper over here, both on our Late Night Steamer YouTube channel, have some video footage of us playing the game. My version is censored.
Scott didn't censor out the extra
not
bits.
censored, and most likely, if your parents are not keen on you hearing certain words of profanity, you might not want to watch my version. Honestly, I think here was my take on Fallen Earth. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought that it had potential, but the problem was that because of the way that we hosted the event, we had tons of people coming in there, and we had one guy, God bless his soul, Randark, who decided that he was just going to make the whole experience one big joke. He was running around half naked. He did a live version of Mr. Hands, which I'm not even going to tell you to Google that.
No.
But ultimately, it was a really awkward event.
It was awkward. And DJ Pimp Daddy joined us for about 10 or 15 minutes. He unfortunately had to go and please his wife because she was about to kill him. But I don't know if he wanted that to say that out loud, but hey, whatever.
Have fun with it. Why not?
He's public domain at this point.
Yeah.
But he came in as a interesting character, a woman. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's what caused a lot of the issues too. Like
that's what started
you do not play a female character with a group of guys who are clearly a little oh no, I can't say that. Never mind. But no, basically my whole opinion on Fallen Earth is I think that if I would have given it a fair chance by myself, if I didn't play it with you guys, no offense, I think I might have enjoyed it a little more because then I would have been a little more patient. But because we had a large group of people, you're trying to keep it a little more fast paced. It just became almost impossible to maintain.
Yeah,
it really got derailed fast.
Yeah, when we do these late night steamer kind of get together things, we like to keep it around an hour. So sometimes you have to just kind of glance over to get a whole feel for the game, and unfortunately this isn't a MMO that you can glance over and get an actual feel for the game. So there was only one thing to do at that point, and that was just to kind of mess around. I did play it a little bit by myself. I'm not gonna release if you want to hear my further take on this, you guys can listen to the Late Night Steamer podcast, because I'm not gonna spill the beans on this podcast. I need to save something for the other one. But what I've been seeing, not much but config files this week. I kind of, maybe you want to call it griefed JMinMan's PvP build. I made it a white moving carpet of sheep. There was probably almost 400 sheep in there. So he had to go kill them all. And he has this cauldron full. He must have had almost 200 chickens or 300 chickens in this cauldron. And he's throwing these hurt potions around to kill the sheep. Does he not hit the cauldron? And sheep come, chickens come spraying out everywhere like wildfire. So he ended up having to kill all the animals in his base at that point.
So you could say that this was a bad experience.
Yeah, that's for sure. We'll open it up to the floor a little bit here. We'll take a couple people at this stage. We do have quite a few people live again, so if we take a couple of people here, we can take a couple people for the round topics and keep things moving a little easier this way. So, JMin, let's bring some guests in.
Okay, who's first? Burke
Wild.
Okay,
he's quick on that.
Burke, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
Hello, guys.
What you building? What you playing? What you seeing this week, Burke?
Ooh, what you building? Well, I'm rebuilding my base again and again.
I'm guessing that's thanks to Mr. JMinMan over here.
Just once.
Just once.
That's pretty much it. I'm just in PvP. Another thing I'm doing, which everyone will find out later on, is something SM, a little surprise.
Nice.
Which the admins know about.
Nice. Except for me, because I'm really not sure.
Thank you, Bradley.
Oh, okay. Well, you just told everybody, but okay. Continue on.
Okay, we're gonna have to mute that.
What you playing?
Just bought Minecraft for Xbox 360, so...
Blah.
It's old, but
the 360 I enjoy. Again, my Drunken Stupor late night steamer podcast. I did express some concern though for the 360 on that one. You can listen to that, guys, if you want.
And I don't really know. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the only thing I'm playing right now, and Minecraft.
All right. Cool.
And what I'm seeing people's faces, raiding people's faces, and just seeing all these cool builds around SM and all the pixel land and everywhere.
Nice. All right. Thank you, Burke. Who's next, JMin?
Let's see. A DP, it seems like. Let's see. So let me go through the chat, see who said it first. Serby. Okay, Serby. Where are you? There he is. Okay, come on. You're muted.
Okay. I just built in Creative Map a giant model of myself, present head. And Linux just moved it to Pixel Land, so now it's there.
Yeah, the only thing you have left to do is dismantle the one in CM.
Okay. I've been playing just Minecraft, PvP, this server, and there's also another server that I like. It's basically all PvP. Sorry, can't talk about that. And I've pretty much been seeing me and Burkwild are on the same clan, and we've been working on our new base, so It's going to be pretty cool. We got an XP farm.
Cool. All right, JMin, let's bring 2 more people in for this
And I look good with my new boots.
That's nice. Okay. The DP said it first, then LD, then if we have time, we'll do Dino. Actually, no, Brick Tom Tom's next. Okay. DP, where are you? Go ahead, DP.
I have been building nothing. I've been playing Super Meat Boy.
Yep.
And I bought Cube, but I didn't have the graphics card to play it, so... but the Steam says I played it, so I think it says that I played it.
Alright, cool.
So, and I've seen the PvP map.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
And nice skin.
It's for dwarfs versus zombies.
Nice. Okay, let's do LD. Okay. LD is right there. Gotcha. Go ahead.
Hey.
Hi.
What's going on?
I've been building a PvP base, I guess you could say.
Nice.
I've been playing some Half-Life, I guess you could say. And seeing lots and lots and lots of pixel art.
Nice.
Half-Life is a classic. Still love it.
I love it. It's fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. Let's do one more, and then we'll do one more from the audience, and then we'll do Oreo, who I kind of forgot about.
I'm gonna go to Dino. Dino. Okay, go ahead.
Hello?
Dino, could you please take away the recording?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay, well, I haven't gotten to be playing much PvP.
And why is that?
Well, I've been playing it a little bit, not that interested, you know. But thanks, by the way, JMinMan, for the food.
Yep.
Really
no
needed
problem.
that. I've mainly been playing survival, making a house, mining with a friend of mine, Droid25. Yeah, basic stuff. What I've been playing? I've been playing Minecraft most of the time, but on my phone, I've been playing a new game called Mega Run. I'm pretty interested in that. So it's pretty addicting. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Nice. All right. Thank you. And Oreo, why don't you tell us what you've been up to?
Just building a new PvP base with fellow clan members.
Nice.
What am I playing? I've kind of been playing some TF2 and getting into Battlefield 3 so I can play with Justin on PS3.
Awesome.
And what do I see? Just a whole bunch of people dying in PvP. That's all, and people griefing. Yeah.
Oreo's
sounds about right.
Oreo's the king of getting all these people, banning all these people. He's one of the mods I got to give real huge credit to. He's out there every day looking for it. So
thanks.
Yeah, no problem. All right, let's move on to roundtable discussion.
Woo!
All right, so gonna do these questions a little reverse order here from what you guys see on the doc, as one's gonna be much longer than the other. So, two of these questions revolve around a post that I read today on the MinecraftForums.net website, and I tried sending it to a few people, but it was taken down prior to anybody else reading it. Really,
very quickly.
Yeah, it was good, and it was a real thorough post, and had real strong content of what's right about Minecraft, what's wrong with Minecraft, what Mojang should fix, and it's opinion based, so it's not 100% what should be done, but I agreed with some of his things he was saying. The problem is he kind of lost his cool by the end of it. Started ranting and raving and using all sorts of language that isn't inappropriate on forums typically, and needless to say, it got removed within like a couple hours of being posted. So one of the questions that kind of and this is kind of the end of his post, but it's where he really got angry, and it's the Steve, your generic Steve of Minecraft, the avatar. He says it's a very low quality, should be a higher res character. It doesn't represent anything for the game. It's just nostalgia, people. That's what. But and I wasn't sure what he was actually getting at. Was my problem. You can change your character's appearance, so I really just wasn't sure where he was headed with this, and I wanted to see if anybody else had any opinions on this, topic. JMinMan or Scott, go ahead. You
all right. Sure. Well, I think he's probably used to like the Xbox indie games where you have like Castle Miner, where you can actually use your avatar, and your avatar is a lot more digitally formed versus Minecraft, where the character is blocks. Yep. I don't agree with him though. I don't think that the character model itself needs to be changed. I think it represents exactly what the game is supposed to be. I mean, even if you use like a high resolution texture pack, it's a blocky world. It wouldn't make sense if you had this crazy detailed character. It wouldn't fit.
Yeah, exactly. My thought. JMinMan?
Honestly, I have no problem with Steve. And again, if you can change your skin, who cares? I mean, I love my skin. It was made by Red Dead, and I wear it proudly. I don't really care the res. I just think it's really cool.
Yeah.
And the Steve skin isn't that annoying. I don't care.
And to be fair, I think there was a few points I missed, but unfortunately, by the time I went to go finish writing up the show notes, the topic was gone, and I was unable to get to it again either. So, Oreo, what's your opinion on this?
I think he should just leave the Steve skin as it is. I like it, and it's original.
Yeah. Craig?
I'd leave it. There's no sense in going to all this detail because it'd just be, like Viper said, it wouldn't represent what Minecraft is. And
yeah, and he goes on about people that say Steve is okay, is just a fanboy, blah 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 blah. Mojang only listens to fanboys, but here's how every game genre has fanboys, no matter how you look at it.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, all these companies, they just keep catering to their fanboys, so they're never going to make more money. My first thing is, Minecraft is a complete indie developed game. I think it's made a whole lot of money for an indie developed game.
It's probably made way more money than they ever expected.
Yeah. So. And and then he was going on about other games like World of Warcraft, the MMO there, and they're saying they just change it just for the people that play it. But in the long run, to me, that's who you have to kind of please, is the people that's actually playing your game,
Well, in the case of World of Warcraft, when you have 10, 11 million subscribers, active subscribers, you're going to listen to those people and want to keep them around. That's kind of a failed point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, and it was weird. Like, it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. And, Minecraft has, 6 million plus registered users. Doesn't mean they've all bought it.
Yeah.
But...
Well, the worst thing about that comparison is that World of Warcraft is subscription based versus Minecraft, which is it's one time buy, that's it, it's yours.
Yeah.
So I mean, to try and compare World of Warcraft's mentality to Minecraft's mentality, that's just flawed in its own right.
Yeah. And I can see the crowd for the most part has the same thinking as we do on the Steve, so we're not going to bring any people in for this one. The next little topic I took out of there was, how does survival feel to you? He's saying it's way too simple, it's for the dummies. Is it too hard for you, or is it too simple? Scott, why don't you start again?
See, I think mentality-wise, maybe it could be a little too simple for certain people, but the thing is that as you were mentioning in a prior podcast, I think it was actually Lethal Injection. I'm like half-brained right now, don't mind me.
Yeah.
The thing is that you can invest as much time into your worlds in Minecraft as you want, or as little time as you want. To say that it's easy... I can't agree with that, because ultimately you make it as easy or as hard as you really want it to be. And when the game seems too simple to you, well, start picking up some redstone and design some stuff. I mean, you go on YouTube, you see all these people who are able to build legit buildings with redstone, like lighting towers and all this. How can you even say that it's easy when you have so much time that you can invest into your worlds?
Exactly. Now, you bring up an interesting point, because this is another point he made, is that when he started talking about survival being too hard or too simple, not enough to do, he blatantly says the quote unquote fanboys of Minecraft are going to say, well, you can build stuff. And then he goes on and saying, well, that shouldn't be just the point of the game. It's a sandbox game, isn't that what it is? It's do what you want. You go as far as you want or as little as you want. And I just don't. Again, it was this logic I just couldn't quite wrap my head around, and I really wish I had the full form posting, because it would have been easier to come up with these questions and stuff to ask you guys. But it was weird.
It sounds like to me that he saw a YouTube video of an adventure map and went, "Oh, this is kind of cool," and then bought the game, went into a survival mode, and went, "Oh."
Yeah, and then and that's the other thing is, he goes, so here's where he contradicts himself, and he goes, "I'm not talking about making the whole game in a complete adventure. Then what are you gonna play? You're either gonna build stuff or building adventure. What else is there to do?" I just don't see where he was going with it. I mean, there was a part where I was just pretty sure he was a complete hater of the game and just was hating on it. But some of the things he brought up were just interesting topics, and I'm like, I never thought about it that way, and it was some kind of eye opener for me. That's
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sure there was good points on it, but I bet you anything, this guy is probably maybe mid-20s, had a little too much to drink that night, decided, you know what? I'm angry. I'm gonna post some stuff, and this is how I feel about the game.
I gotta say though, if that's the case, he did real good till the end.
That's usually how it works. He was probably still drinking mid-post.
Kind of like where Late Night Steamer was that night, and then where Limp ended up. Yeah. JMinMan, what do you think? Yeah, how do you feel about survival, and any thoughts and experiences? Do you think you could make it better?
I think what they're doing about adding villages and adding all kinds of cool little buildings and things you can explore, that kind of adds to the fun, because before you just built your house, and once you're done with your house, what do I do now? I mean, like now I built my house, I'm gonna go find something.
Yep.
I like what they're doing, and they should just keep it up, because, I mean, people like us who have been playing Minecraft for a long time, once we explore all that, that's going to get, old too. So as long as they keep up the updates and keep up the new things to do, the survival's going to be fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oreo, what you thought?
I agree with Justin. If they just keep up the updates, and us old-time players, we won't get as bored. But what I think of survival, some people are saying it's like simple, and if they were to add more dangers, but then if they add like more hazardous stuff, people are gonna go like, oh no, this is too hard, I'm not gonna play it.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah,
and I like how they're adding in like little pyramids and villages and everything.
Yep.
But they need to add some more mobs, I believe.
Yeah.
Because it's way too basic. It's like, alright, so you got silverfish, alright, and enderman. Those two are a pain in the butt. Like, why not another mob? Like, they were planning to do it. Friendly dragon, which I thought would be cool, and then you'd
that would be so awesome.
Cool. And like you'd find like these dragons down in the tunnels and stuff. Find a lair, find a chest, and get a dragon egg, and hope for the best if it can hatch or.
And then tame
something.
it and hide it and stuff.
Yeah,
and you got your own pet, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
In the Ender Dragon, I don't get the whole point for the egg, the Ender egg. It's like, okay,
yeah, you should be able to hatch the Ender egg.
You should hatch it and make it as a pet or something.
Yeah.
Or a delicious omelet.
Yeah.
That'd be a big omelet.
Exactly.
What is this?
End huggers in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Craig, what you thought?
I just think it's good the way it is. I mean, adding these updates always brings you back to liking Minecraft and whatnot, so...
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Craig, and I know, you can go through very, very dull times in Minecraft where you get bored.
Yep.
Minecraft
blues.
Just a quick touch on one other thing I thought of when you guys were talking about this. He mentioned at the top of his post that there's... Now, here's where it really gets interesting. He mentions that when you start in Minecraft, there's no way to tell you what to do, how to do things. You gotta rely on the website.
There's hundreds of YouTube videos.
It doesn't, the YouTube videos and stuff. But he said nothing tells you in game how to do anything. So wait a minute, you're telling me you're saying it's too simple, but then you want them to hand you stuff?
Yeah. That's a little messed up.
You just you see my confusion in this whole form topic this morning. Like, I'm like, what is this guy talking about?
I didn't get to read it. I was too late.
Yeah, I know. I think everybody was.
Like I said, there must have been a little bit of intoxication involved.
Yeah.
A little woohoo, how you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
You got a purty mouth.
Oh,
hey.
God.
Now, anyways, he's doing some
moving right along.
He's doing some bath salts, eh?
Too soon.
Anyways, now the big roundtable discussion. This is where you guys are gonna come in the audience, and we want your input. Our mod Holly will be taking notes, so anything you guys say for this part will be on record. That way we can use your ideas. Because if we don't record them, to be honest, I'm not going to go sit through the podcast listening to them again. So this is the best thing I could think of was to have somebody write them down, and Holly, volunteered nicely to do it for us. So I want to bring flash mobs back in when we start. I'm going to call it season 3. We stopped season 1 at 20 episodes, so we'll stop season 2 probably right around the 40th episode. When we start season 3, I'd like to bring back the flash mobs, but I need some ideas to keep it controlled, but at the same time keep it under control and fun, because the last flash mob we did is pretty much what sent DJ packing. It was total just chaos. Nobody listened.
Yeah.
And it was just it ended up being miserable at that point. I mean, I've watched some of the footage that I had of it, and it was just awful. So we just need a way to control this thing. We need to keep it fun, though. I'm gonna start here with my ideas. A little bit of my ideas was to make it only 5 to 10 people tops. Even 10's too many, I think, for this kind of event. I think 5 would work perfectly, plus 1 or 2 admins. Now, and you got to remember, all TWIM server rules still apply. Whatever the server we do this on, all their rules apply. But we just need some ground rules to make sure people are communicating. People are doing what needs to be done. The other thing is these things were taking way too long. Something with 5-10 people like that should have taken us, an hour or so, an hour and a half for each build, but it was taking us 3 hours because we were chasing people that were trying to tame dogs, trying to kill dogs.
Nick Minky.
I wasn't mentioning people's names, but getting wool when we didn't need it. We ended up with like 20 chests full of stuff that we didn't need. Yeah. So nothing was efficient. Nothing went quite right. So I'm going to pass it to Scott. Scott, have you ever seen any of our flash mob videos?
No, I haven't seen any of them, especially the one I was involved in.
Oh, okay.
But you were sarcasm.
But you were involved. You were involved in one, so you understand what we were aiming for, kind of. Any input you think?
I think the biggest problem with your flash mobs is that it was completely random, and that could be an issue, especially if you have a server admin who's going, "Oh my God, where's all these people coming from?" They start freaking out. It could be kind of a chaotic scene. I think what you should do is actually find other servers, find out their admins, and talk to them. Be like, "Hey, listen, we want to try and do something a little fun. Would you mind if we do like a flash mob on your server? We're not going to grief. If you can have one of your ops present or one of our guys, so that way we can kind of police it a little bit."
Can I add something to that? One of the things that made it really, really fun for the viewers to watch is the reactions of the people on the server normally when everybody's
I understand that. But that's probably one of the main reasons why it also downgraded so quickly as well, is that it was just pure chaos.
Yeah. Yeah.
And unfortunately, when you're on somebody else's server, there's no way you can enforce your own rules, because at that point, you're completely at the mercy of the server's ops.
There was one, and it may have been the first one we did where Scott was involved in. I believe we got on that one, and almost everybody got banned instantly because we came as one huge rush.
That was the second one. Yeah,
was it?
We were trying to build the Ismail, whatever, the freaking cat.
Yeah.
We went to one before that, and they freaked out, started banning the whole lot of us.
Yeah. And so I see what he's saying, because I mean, to be honest, if TWIM was opened up, and I just saw a group of people join at once. There's groups of people that will go hop on a server all at the exact same time and grief that server to high heaven.
Yep.
So that's where the fear comes from the community a little bit. So I definitely understand what you're saying, and I'm thinking, even if we, to add to Scott's thing, if we put like a 2 or 3 minute video together that we can, while we're communicating with these other people that we need to communicate, either with a server owner, even if it's not just, an admin that's playing on the server, even if it's just if we get in contact with the owner of the server and he, he clarifies it and he tells the people he needs to tell, but it could still be a surprise to most of his server.
Oh yeah, just tell the mod and admins.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, just so you know, you don't have to ban these guys. They're not gonna be trouble. Just watch them.
And I think a 2 to 5 minute video would go a long way in that aspect, because you could show them exactly what we plan on roughly doing. Obviously, it won't be the same build every time, but just so they're not because even talking to them, I mean, if you don't have any kind of like proof, I would be skeptical still at that point. What do these guys really want to do? If you can show them what you want to do, it might help a little bit too. JMinMan? I know we talked a lot just then, but
I think on the forums we should. Again, I don't really get on the forums, so this would have to be someone who is on the forums. We get ideas and votes on what we should build, and I mean, we can't just. Some people might not like what we're building.
Yep.
And then they might not get involved as much as we'd like them to because of that.
Yep. Makes sense. And maybe to go on that idea also is we generate some kind of sign-up form where people want to join. They can tell us if they're going to be available for, what days or what dates or what times, because that's the other thing. We do record later in the evening, so you got to be able to be available. We like to record these things and everybody's unmuted for these events, talking and, coordinating things. The last thing you want to do is be in the middle of this event and you hear in the background, "It's time for bed! Let's go! Shut it down!"
Mom!
But yeah, just to, because if we go at this with a smaller group, it's going to be more important to keep everybody there for the entire build process than it would be if we had a larger group. So that, that's the only downfall to a smaller group also. Oreo, any thoughts?
What you were just saying, if people aren't following rules, like if we tell them, all right, go cut down some trees, go mine us some stone or some stuff, if they don't listen and they go off and build something else and they do something wrong and bad on that server, then if there's going to be consequences on this server. Because just because you're on someone else's server doesn't mean that you can do whatever you want and you're not listening. Like that last flash mob, that thing was crazy. No one listened. I couldn't even watch it. I just shut off my computer and went to bed. And it was terrible. But yet we had some fun.
Yeah, and it still was fun.
Yeah, and what you were talking about, small groups. What I was kind of thinking is if we do small groups on separate servers and other people recording on these different servers, but I'm just thinking that would be too chaotic.
Yeah, having more than one per,
Yeah.
And the other thing that my idea is, it won't be every podcast. It'll be once or twice a month, depending on if I can get the proper contacts in place and set up. Because I really like the idea of contacting them prior to. I know a lot of the fun is having it to be kind of secret, but at the same time, we don't want all our names to end up on MC bans all the time.
Yeah, and we have a bad reputation. Yeah. And what Scott was saying, I like that idea. Contact the the ops and the admins before they freak out and start banning like Jesus.
And definitely like Oreo said, you break a rule in that server because you're with us, it's going to affect you on our server. Whatever the punishment is, it will, even if it's one of their rules and not our rules, whatever their punishment will carry to our server.
Yeah.
Craig?
I would have to say I'd have to agree with Justin. We need to know what we're gonna build before we go and pop up on the server.
Yep.
And,
DJ did the this is the topic, this is the theme, but I was talking about how just everybody votes. It's not just one person.
Right. And I also think that people need to stay under control, like what you were saying, Linux, was because you get people that just decide to go off into exploring caves and whatnot, and not just go mine cobblestone and then come back, and then go back and.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's. Why don't we open this floor up to the community? And JMin, I'll let you handle that. I'll give the community about 10-15 minutes to just talk about stuff, so just keep bringing people in. So yeah, JMin, I leave it to you.
I guess DP. Yeah.
Desto. Sorry.
DP. Okay, go ahead, DP.
I was thinking that we should just not shorten the amount of people, but make it to where you have to make a promise on the form first before you can join the flash mob. So that way it's easier to... So, you know how we had the survival island and so forth on the server, where people had to go on the forums to sign up? That's what we should be doing, making it more organized instead of just join on Mumble and go to the server that we post in the link.
So, just so I can understand this, because I'm half paying attention, sorry. You have like a
I missed
application, have like an application process beforehand, so that way you can kind of filter out people who may be semi-serious versus full serious. Is that what you're saying? Yep.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that idea. I think that's actually pretty cool, because ultimately you can kind of filter it out a bit. You get the people who actually will be really interested to kind of promote the name as well as get in on an interesting build.
Yeah, and maybe with that application process, also expand that idea a little bit to, add a section where they put down what they would like to do, and filter between, what we need for that particular build, for builders or for people that want to gather this material, that material, whatever, This way, again, keep the fun aspect of it, the people doing what they want to do, and I don't have 100 people that want to go get stone and nobody that wants to go chop down a tree, So,
makes sense.
Yeah. Continue, JMinMan.
Okay.
And thank you, Dipsto.
Burkwild, I guess. No, wait, hold on. Who is? Oh God, everyone's spamming. I can't tell who said it first.
Too much chaos.
I guess. Okay, Burke, fine.
Wins.
Winner. Okay, go.
I kind of agree with you, Justin, and how we should have it really organized before we do everything, and how we should contact the people before we do it, so we don't get all banned. And also, I kind of like the forums idea. I was thinking about that, and I think we should have a forum post, and the first 5 people that do it gets it, then the next 5 gets the next one, and the next 5, and so on. So everyone has a chance to do it, and no one gets twice to do it. And also, I think if we should like think about the people who are going to get on. We're gonna tell them because we don't want anyone who's going to do bad stuff. So just make sure everyone's going to be okay with this and what they're going to do. So we should plan what everyone's going to do before we do it, so we don't have any miscommunication.
What?
Basically, what he was saying, from what I understand, is that when you have the application process, the first 5 people that signs up gets in the first one. The next 5 gets in the next one. I think it's not a bad idea to try and promote equality as far as everyone getting a chance, but I think also it kind of defeats the purpose of an application if you're ultimately going to let everybody come in. You got to make sure that the people who are genuinely interested are going to be the ones that kind of get the priority, because it's those guys that are actually going to come in and have a lot of fun and actually do what they're supposed to do, versus the last flash mob where you had people kind of go in there going
yeah, and again, if we find more people that are really wanting to do it, we always will rotate people in and out, but I'm not going to rotate people and then find, for an application that says, yeah, I kind of want to do this. I want people that are like, yeah, I really want to do this. I want to go do this. Let's do it,
Pretty much everything I said, but in lower terms.
Yeah.
I really want to do this.
All right, so...
What?
All right, move on.
Ricky. Let's bring him in. Ricky Stardummer. Go.
Ricky!
Hey. Hi.
Okay,
Hello.
My idea was, we'll have a couple, first, maybe, before we, go around, looking at servers that, we don't know anything, maybe, we should go around for, looking for people that are already on our servers that, host their own.
But then, we're looking for, larger servers, though.
That can kind of, because, Twin's a pretty big thing, and, if, Twin goes to kind of a small server, it could blow up immediately, because the video goes out there, and then you might be able to put the IP or something on, and boom, instantly people start going to the server, because isn't that kind of what the flash mob is for, kind of a Twin advertisement for the server?
No, it was just a source of video fun.
Yeah, this isn't. This it does advertise a little bit. That server that we do it on, but it's not for advertising. And Ricky, I hear what you're saying though, and it does bring up an interesting point. And I'm not saying it's a bad idea, and it's not an idea I've thought of before, so I just have to really think about that and, discuss it amongst other admins, but it's just not a thing I've thought of before. Anybody else have anything to say?
Well, I do remember when... Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be real quick. I do remember when, with the initial flash mob, DJ did say something about ultimately it being more of an advertisement for TWIM than an advertisement for the server itself. But I also do really like the idea of using it to also promote smaller servers, because when you do that, you ultimately also build up your relationship with those smaller servers. And let's say one of those servers actually do pick up, it can kind of come back. It's a pay it forward kind of thing. So I actually do kind of like Ricky's idea.
Yeah. Then and like I said, it's not something I've actually thought of before. So it just coming off the top of my head, it was kind of interesting. But I do agree with what you're saying, Scott. Ricky, got anything else to add?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus maybe have people actually sign up for different groups, this part of a build or this build, and then have a coordinator for that, and then someone that coordinates another part and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah. And you know, this section may seem not quite as fast paced, a little dry, and you know that's kind of the idea of getting these ideas. It's brainstorming out in the open, so there may not always be return comments instantly. You know, it's ideas that we got to think of, ideas I need to sit down with Brad, look over, because TWIM is his, so you know, everything's got to be okayed by him for this to work. So let's kick it over to another person.
Kind of like introducing like ideas, and then like using those to like brainstorm like later on like ideas that like stem from that and stuff.
Yeah. Just we're just taking the general ideas at this point, and then we'll work from there. You know, because at this point, I had no idea, you know, what the community was thinking about these, you know, or anything like that. So I knew some people wanted them back, and I wanted to hear from everybody what their ideas of it was. That's all.
Like a survey.
Yeah.
Okay.
iCaster.
Who?
iCaster 117.
Okay, iCaster. There we go. There you are.
Oh, hi. Is it okay if I just sit in my seat?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking like having like supervisors and stuff, you know? Like have like a perimeter around where we're building, and then having like supervisors everywhere.
Yeah, kind of along with what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like maybe before we do it, like the week before we do it, we could make like have supervisors on the server, seeing if these people are good enough to go with us, and they're not like always just like griefing and being annoying.
Well, if they're griefing, they're not going to survive on our server very long anyway, so that's not a problem.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's pretty much all I had to say.
Okay.
Cool.
Scott, did you have anything? You were kind of going in and out a little bit.
Bias said flash mob the limp server.
Yeah, that was like a popular meme with every flash mob. Let's go to the lib server.
Yeah.
It never came. No, what I was saying actually is it's very similar to what I was saying earlier. I do like the idea, and I think the big problem is though you don't want to create a you don't want to create a perimeter. I cannot talk today. I'm sorry. Because ultimately, I think one of the coolest aspects of the flash mob is if you can get people that are from the server to join in, because that's always awesome when they're like, okay, cool, let's go ahead and do this.
Yeah. JMinMan, let's bring in one more person if one more person would like to speak.
Okay.
Dino. He was first.
Dino. Where are you? Ah, there we go. Okay.
Okay, I haven't really seen the original Flash Mob, although I've seen part of it, not most of it. I'm sorry. I'll watch it. I'll watch it tomorrow. I promise, okay?
Okay, carry on.
Okay, good. Well, I like the idea with groups. That's and maybe you should apply in the forum. And you guys, maybe Brad or someone like that, could pick a handful of people to do it. And also, all the ideas, they're really good. Oh, I don't, trying to think of something.
All right.
Since I haven't really seen the first one.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough if you haven't seen any of them.
Yeah.
We appreciate the input, Dino.
I have a friend who has a server. Only about 20 people though. It's not that big, but you could do it. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine with it. Yeah. I can send you guys the IP.
Yeah.
You might enjoy it. Okay, so yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Dino. Thank you. All right, we're stretching on here. That's gonna wrap up the roundtable discussion this week. If anybody has any more, and Justin apparently fell off the earth and forgot to mute Dino.
I'm sorry.
Echoing back to me. So that's going to wrap up roundtable discussion, guys. If anybody else has any more ideas, feel free to post them on the forums. Ideas are always welcome. And, this is, again, everything we do is for you, for the community. So, we're not doing it for ourselves. We're not, all that. So just please do speak up if you have ideas, and our forums are open to everybody. All right, moving on to this special segment, as you guys see in the doc. This idea is gonna evolve into a whole different thing from what you guys what's going to be displayed today. This is a carryover from Know Your Minecraft on Limp. And thank you for the music, Scott. That was beautiful. And but our podcasts do kind of come on to an hour and a half real quick, and so it's a full show. So my idea is we're not just going to do a segment. This is actually going to eventually, this will probably happen around season 3. We're going to do something I'm calling, currently it's in the planning stages, and we're just calling it TWIM Games at this point. It's going to be a game show. This is my project that I'm working with the other admins to develop at this point. It'll be a game show, and some of the ideas that we have currently down are excellent, and we're just working out, building and stuff like that. We need to work on building a building, and I'm probably going to need to talk to Fox because he builds everything for us at this point, building wise. But he does, and it's because he does a great job at it. And so this whole thing will turn into a game show. For today, though, we're going to pin JMinMan, and nobody knows this. This is all me.
Oh God,
JMinMan versus Craig, and as a little special to you guys, Mr. Sir Viper himself is going to be the host of this.
Oh yes! Oh yeah! Come at me, Craig.
Okay.
So I have developed 5 questions, all Minecraft related. Again, the game show will be slightly different than this, so don't worry. This is not exactly how it's going to work. But I've developed 5 questions. The one with the most questions right wins. And even if there's a dominant winner, we're still going to go through all the questions because I want to hear you guys struggle at these.
Oh, thanks. Make me feel bad.
And I'll tell you, Craig, and I'll tell you, JMinMan. Before one of the Limp podcast shows, I said, "Yeah, let's do it." I'm pretty sure I curled up in a little ball at that point when he started asking the questions. I said, So it's not as easy as you would think it is.
I don't think it's gonna be easy.
So, turn it over to you, Scott.
All right, let me get into a seat here because I got kicked off mine. Here, I'll just sit here. It's fine.
Yeah,
all right.
There you go. I don't even know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna play a twin version of Know Your Minecraft.
Yay!
All right. So, Craig and JMinMan, are you ready to play?
Yes, ma'am.
Call me ma'am one more time. I swear to God. Anyway, question number 1: how many food points does a bowl of mushroom stew fill?
4.
Wrong.
4.5.
Wrong.
3.5.
Wrong.
3.
5.
Wrong.
6.
2.
Wrong.
1.
Wrong.
90.
7.
Wrong.
42.
Wrong.
6.5.
Wrong.
5.5.
Wrong.
A bowl of mushroom stew.
Alright, guys, I see why you're struggling. Just so you know, each graphic is 2 points.
Because his host struggled on a question similar to this one too. So
very much so.
10.
Wait,
wrong. Each hunger bar is each drumstick on your display is 2 hunger points or 2 food points.
So it does 8.
There you go. JMinMan got it. Woo! All right. So JMinMan, you were at 1, and Craig, you were at 0. Question number 2. What is the durability of a diamond sword?
3,000 hits.
Wrong.
5,000 hits.
Wrong.
42.
It's a very specific number.
Craig. No cheating.
I don't know. I just whack until it dies. Oh God! I just hack until it dies. How about that? There we go.
That worked.
Holly like face bomb.
1,700.
No.
Close, but no.
2,560.
What about 1,562?
Yep.
There you go.
Craig's got it.
Oh, you
what?
cheater.
Tom. Wow.
All right, so JMinMan is at 1, and Craig is caught up with 1 as well. Question number 3. What is the range of experience points that drop on impact from a bottle of enchantment?
Something. Craig, here.
Something.
Hit me again.
Okay, go.
Remember, we're asking for the range.
Yeah, there's a range.
8 to 9?
No.
Wrong.
Wait, okay. How many points it gives you, or what?
How many XP points it gives you? What's the range of it?
1 to 3.
No.
3 to 5.
No.
1 to 100.
Scott, you like these
2.
questions, huh?
Oh,
These are some good ones, huh?
I should have had you write questions for my show.
1 to 4?
No.
2 to 4?
No.
2 to 5.
2 to 3?
3 to 11.
Yep, Craig's got it.
Oh my God,
There you
really? Stop reading chat.
All right, so Craig is up to 2, and JMinMan, you are falling behind with 1. Question number 4. How many blocks can you go away? Oh God, let me try that again. Sorry. How many blocks can you go away from the end of your fishing rod after it's casted?
15.
32.
Somebody's
Wrong.
real close.
Yeah, JMinMan's really close.
30.
33.
No.
31.
No.
34.
34.
Yeah, 34.
Oh, Craig got it just for JMinMan. All right, so that pretty much means Craig's going to win this no matter what. But are we going to go ahead and do the 5th question anyway?
Yep, because this is a nice. I in case there was a real tie, I had to hunt for this question a little bit, and the answer of this one is not currently in the game. This is a 1. This is a 1.3 update.
Oh God, I haven't watched one video.
And this was and this was when I was on vacation. So if you were just watching the news on ours, you wouldn't have seen me do any of this.
Nope.
So.
All right. So question number 5: how is an ender chest crafted?
Wait, I know. An ender eye, 8 pieces of obsidian, and a piece of redstone.
Yeah, Jamin's got
Bam!
nope.
Eat it.
Hold on, where's the
No, he was
redstone?
off.
Yeah, where's the redstone?
Redstone.
How the hell could you put redstone?
A chest.
There's only 9 blocks in
A chest, 8 pieces of obsidian, and
No.
an ender eye.
No.
You put the ender eye in the middle and 8 on the outside.
Yeah, just there's only 9.
obsidian on the
There's only
outside.
9 crafting spots.
Dang it. I hate you, Craig.
I was wondering where he was getting. I'm like, as soon as he said, well, I said, yeah, you got it, and then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, he's gonna still continue talking. Never
Yeah,
mind.
he kept going. Yeah, you would have had it if you would have stopped there. But...
If I would have shut my mouth, God.
All right, so Craig defeated with an oblivion, like just annihilating
a rape.
with JMinMan's 1.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's a version of Know Your Minecraft. Hopefully, Scott improves with that version a little bit.
I don't like Know Your Minecraft.
Wait, what am I improving?
Just
after June 16th, I'm done.
It was your idea. It was something I stole from your podcast, though.
It's all good, man. You guys have fun with it.
So at this point, I'd like to send it around the table. And if anybody wants to, say a little hi to Brad, because I'm sure he'll download this when it comes out.
Hi, Bradley!
Hi, Brad.
Hello, Brad.
I'm your
Welcome to
favorite person.
TWIMCast. Oh, wait. Oh. Too soon?
No, and obviously, Justin, I'm his favorite person of us two. Duh.
And you can pretty much open anybody else that wants to say something, Justin.
Here, I can actually say something real quick to Brad.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say first off, thank you, Brad, for sending me the MP4 that I'm going to play on my show. It's really great that you and Linux are keeping TWIM up. I think it's really awesome. You guys do such a great job here, and it's fantastic to know that even when Lethal Injection goes down, you guys are still going to be around, still making sure that we have a great alternative to the Shaft.
Yeah, definitely. It's not going anywhere.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
And I would like to tell Brad that wherever he is, whatever he's doing, have a very nice and happy time doing it, and don't party too hardy.
Don't party too hardy. Yeah.
Who would like to speak besides Bergwild?
I'm gonna speak. Hold on, real quick. Brad. Trying to not let the server blow up for you. Doing a good job so far, I guess. It's still going, running, and just hope things are working out for you, and you get whatever you need to get done. Take the time you need to take, and it'll still be here when you come back.
Hopefully.
In flames.
Thanks, Ariel. Thanks. Thanks, Justin.
I have faith in you, Linux.
Thank you.
Have a little faith in me.
Alright, so why don't you open up so we can get out of here?
Who would like to speak?
Of course, Brickwild.
I do, Dino. Okay. Dino, come
on in. Wait, am I on?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Okay, good. I'm sorry. Well, Brad, as you can probably see now, it's chaos. Everyone's jumping around,
Thanks.
taking each other's seats. So yeah, as I said in the chat bar, anyone will probably see. I'm sorry, that the people watching probably won't see. It's chaotic. I just said it's chaotic. So you're the only one to keep this chaos, to keep this from happening. I don't know why, but everyone just acts better when he's around, when you're around, Brad.
Well, to be fair though, if there was a camera in scene, it would be a lot better too. It would be a lot under control. There's no cameras, so people are just kind of doing what they want.
Yeah.
They're just having fun. That's all.
You gotta look good for camera.
Yeah, exactly.
I always look good for cameras.
In and out of in game and in real life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Fist bump.
All right, let's bring a couple more people real quick, Justin.
Who would like to speak?
We're running on almost an hour and 45 at this point.
Who would like to speak? Holly. Okay.
Holly.
Okay, Holly. Just say hi.
Hi.
Okay, good girl. Okay, how about you, OD?
I'll enhance that so he actually hears it.
OD.
Hello.
Hello. Speak a little bit louder.
Hello.
Okay, perfect. What would you like to say to Brad?
I hear he's in Cleveland. I'm in Columbus. Weird. Maybe it's time for a road trip. That'll scare him.
The guy from UK that's living in Ohio. Yeah, maybe. Wants to visit him while on the road.
Scare him more than visit, but either way.
Okay, who else? Thank you, Udi. Desto. Okay. Chris. How about Chris? Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
Ow. God. As usual, hope you find turtles wherever you are. And don't get strep throat, because it really sucks. And I want to kill myself because it hurts.
Alright guys, let's wrap this up. Let's get out of here.
Good evening.
You know, everybody misses you, Brad. Can't wait for you to be back. And well, say goodbye, Scott.
Take care, guys. Have a good one.
See you, Scott.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Turtles.
Bye.
See you all next week.
Hopefully
we're gonna do the exact same thing again.
Thanks for listening to the TWIMCast. Please visit us on our website at www.thisweekinminecraft.com and sign up on our forums. Visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thisweekinminecraft. Visit us on iTunes. Just search for This Week in Minecraft. As always, get on our server to participate on our contest builds where we hand out prizes. Please don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and let us know how we are doing.
Don't forget, TWIMCast is recorded live every weekend on our Mumble server. Check the forums for details on how to join for free and to participate. You can always email all questions and comments to be read aloud to twimcast@gmail.com or leave a message on the forums. You can also submit audio recordings to be played on the podcast as well. You can also find us on Twitter at TWIMinecraft, as well as at TWIMCast.
I would like to send a special thank you out to Peter Green, aka Kedzie, for letting us use his great music for this podcast. You can find him at soundcloud.com/analog-imposter. You can find his most recent album over on bandcamp.com, titled Airplanes Over Highways.